I think we're live. Cindy, good afternoon.
Yes. Hello there.
Hey, so nice speaking with you all the way from Norway. Um, is the sun still shining there or is it getting colder already?
Definitely getting colder. I think we might have a very cold winter with lots of snow. Last year we didn't get so much snow. We only got snow starting in December.
Yeah.
And I think the year before snow started in October. So I
Oh,
think
wow.
we might start getting snow from next month.
Yeah, exactly. And the days will be shorter as well, right?
Much shorter, because just sort of before summer, it
Yeah.
was it was midnight and it was still bright outside. The sun was only setting at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow, 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 wow. So how long have you been in Norway now?
This is my fourth year
Fourth
in.
year. You like it?
Yes, it's nice. It's like I'm not big into the snow and the cold and the winter sports coming
Okay.
from
Okay.
Cape Town, where I'm used to sunshine. So for me, it's like living in a cave with internet.
Oh, and Cape Town is beautiful as well, right?
Yeah,
I've never been there, but we have some good friends who visited Cape Town, and who basically fell in love with it, and they actually relocated to Cape Town, and they have been there now for many years.
yeah.
So, are you traveling back on
I
a
haven't.
regular basis?
No, the last time I was in Cape Town was April last year. I was planning on going back in June, but then because of the coronavirus, I couldn't.
Yeah.
Then I was going to go back for Christmas, and it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do that either. So
Okay. Okay.
it might only be next year, sort of February, March. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully the pandemic will be over, but it still looks very uncertain, right? I mean, in the Netherlands, kids went back to school, but everybody is bracing themselves for the November period when the regular flu tend to sort of go around.
Yeah.
How's Norway coping with the whole pandemic?
Well, Norway we're like really good. Initially, they shut everything down very, very quickly,
Okay.
and they opened up um, over the summer. People were allowed to travel, but when you came back, you had to do a 10-day quarantine.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm wondering what's going to happen in October, whether Portugal is still going to be classed as red, because that's going to stop me from being able to go during the
Yeah.
school holiday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Spain as well, I believe now since this week, right? So
Yeah.
it's escalating there again. Hey, Cindy, so much thanks for taking the time. I reached out to you because I'm following your channel. Actually, you are in the process of relocating to Portugal, and I find that very interesting because um, me and my wife, we are considering the same, and we are going through the same process, although you are already far ahead of us. So very interesting. I have a lot of questions. The first one is actually, you're from Cape Town, which
Yes.
which is a beautiful area, and you've been living abroad. You've been to China and so many countries. Why did you choose to relocate to Portugal?
Well, the thing is that the climate in Portugal, the weather in Portugal, and the scenery is very similar to that of Cape Town, because Cape Town also has a Mediterranean climate. Portugal is also ranked as the third safest country in the world. And the cost of living is quite good, because I don't have like a pension or large savings or anything like that. And I've reached that age now. I'm going to be 60 next year. I can hardly even say the
Oh,
words.
don't do it! Don't do
But,
it!
but and so it's just like I would like to retire to go farming while I'm still got the energy and am young enough to be able to do it. And also, if I need to go down to Cape Town, it's basically the same sort of time zone. I just fly straight down.
Yeah.
And my son is living in America, so it's easier to fly to America from Portugal than from Cape Town. You know, Cape Town, you have to go up to go down again. And also, I do sort of part-time work as well for the International Baccalaureate. And, you know, I lead workshops and I do school visits. And if I'm based somewhere in Europe, I'll be able to carry on doing that when I'm retired, so that I'll be semi-retired.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So you're still busy and active, and but not full time. And I guess you already mentioned it, that you will be farming, right? And I guess that keeps you fit as well, right? There's no sitting on the couch for you. And
no, definitely. But I grew up on a farm, and I always wanted to. When I was in high school, I actually wanted to study agriculture, small animal husbandry. And at that time in South Africa, because this was still the apartheid time, women were not allowed to attend agricultural college, because they must have believed only men know how to farm. Women are just there to wash the dishes and the clothes. I don't know what that is. But yeah, so I couldn't follow that dream. And then I went into teaching instead.
Oh, yeah.
So now I'm going to retire and do what I always wanted to do.
So you've been a teacher your whole life? You've been...
Yeah, this is my 35th year of teaching.
Wow. What grade are you teaching?
I'm teaching grade 4, and I'm also the principal of the primary school.
Ah, okay, cool. And on the international school, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so the people who are following your channel, they know that you've purchased a farm, an old farm, right?
Yeah.
But you have to do a lot of work on the farm to make it an actual farm, right? With animals and all that stuff. So
nothing's been done on the farm for the past 50 years.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So what's your first of all, where in Portugal are you moving into? What area?
So the area that I bought the farm is in Central Portugal, which is it's about 40 minutes drive from Castelo Branco, and about 20 minutes from Fundão. Okay. So it's in that sort of Central Portugal area. And so it's a little bit in the middle of nowhere, but there's a very tiny town that's close by, like about 5 minutes drive away, that I think has probably got a population of about 20 people.
Oh.
But it's got a church, because I can hear the church bells go every hour.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Well, as long as there's a church and a pub, then where you can have a beer.
That's what I've seen there.
Yeah. So why did you ended up in this particular area? Because Portugal, they have so many beautiful areas. Any specific reason for that? Because
look, I don't have a huge budget, and I don't have a lot of money. And so I looked at an area where I would be able to get a farm that I could actually do something with. So my farm is 2.5 hectares for a price that I could afford. Yeah. So I didn't want to get a mortgage or anything, you know. I don't want to retire and then have a mortgage.
Yeah.
So, I managed to get the farm for 17,500 euros.
Wow, that's crazy, right? That's crazy. That's a car park here in Rotterdam, where I live.
Yeah.
That's really good. But then you have to do some remodeling as well in the house, and
yes.
Or can you actually move in?
So the house, I mean, the house is solid. The actual house itself is not a ruin. although it's just like one big room.
Yeah.
And they put a new roof on it, but they've put a tin roof on with metal rafters.
Oh, okay.
I've got to replace the roof, and then I've got to do the stone pointing in the inside, and then next to this like stone cottage, there's a ruin, like another room, a ruin of another room, and I'm going to sort of rebuild that as well. So.
Oh, okay. Are you planning to do the remodeling yourself?
Well, I'm not going to do the roof myself, that's for sure.
No.
But yeah, I'm going to try and do the stone pointing myself. I've been watching all these YouTube tutorials, and I'm going to try and see what I can do myself. But obviously, I'm going to have to bring, I want to get it done, things done properly. So I'll have to bring in experts to help. Like, I'm not going to be able to lift like the granite stones by myself. That I can't do.
No. But I guess having YouTube available definitely helps guiding you through these projects, right?
Yes. And I've been following like the indie projects. They're busy fixing up a stone barn, which is very similar to the stone cottage that I've got.
Yeah. The indie project are that the two young people from the UK who?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they've also bought a piece of land in Portugal, and they are going each week. They are showing how they're fixing up their granite stone barn, which is the same as what I've got. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that's good. Well, I'm sure you will figure it out as you go, right?
Yeah.
And with the internet nowadays, it's so easy.
Because at this stage, up until June, I can only do things during school holidays.
Yeah.
Unless someone wants to go and stay on the farm in a caravan and just supervise people working.
Well, that could be a good strategy, right? To have the volunteers inviting on your farm.
Yeah.
Some tents on the farm, and they have free accommodation and free dinners or whatever it is, and instead they work their butt off for 10 hours a day on the farm.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wouldn't mind doing that once I'm there and I'm able to be cooking, but I mean, from now until June, I'm only going to be there, as I said, school holidays.
Yeah. So June will be your official last day in the school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So June, so summertime as well. You will be relocating to Portugal.
Yes.
Wow, exciting times. That must have felt amazing, right? I guess.
Yeah, it's very exciting, and it's just like it's really hard to be knowing all the things that I'm wanting to do there, to be stuck over here.
Yeah.
It's very. I never thought it was going to be this hard, but it's very hard.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Do you have a to-do list? And
yeah, so at this stage, I'm busy going through all the, looking at all the paperwork and gathering all the paperwork and stuff that I'm going to need, and then I'm documenting that journey as well, because then I think that might help. If other people are needing to open a Portuguese bank account or get this NIF number, I've been making videos how to do that. And I'm going to start getting all the stuff I need so that when I get there, I can get my driver's license transferred. But there's documents that I need from South Africa. So I've got to, I'm sort of looking to see all these things that I've got to do. The same as, so when I'm going to ship some of my stuff from South Africa, there's different documentation I'm going to need for that. So I'm working through all of that now. Yeah.
Okay, and I guess that's time consuming as well, right? Dealing with the local. Is it the tax authorities and etc. Are you because Portugal one of the reasons a lot of people are moving into Portugal is that the tax climate is very interesting, right? For foreigners who are moving into Portugal, you can apply for the, and I'm sure I'm butchering the name, but the NHR, is that or NNR, or do you
Well,
apply?
it's I will apply for a D7 visa.
Okay.
So the D7 visa is like the retirement visa or private income visa. So that's the one I'll be applying for.
Okay. So how much income tax do they charge on your pension then? Is that 10% or?
So you've got to show for that, you've got to show like about, I can't remember the exact figure, it's about 740 euros a month. You've got to show that you have an income of about 740 euros a month.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing at the moment is like I've opened up this Portuguese bank account, and each month now I am transferring 740 euros into that bank account. So when I move to Portugal, I'm going to have more than 6 months worth of 740 euros.
Exactly. And they don't charge you any income tax on your pension?
I don't at this look, it used to be tax free, and I think that they're changing it to up until a certain amount. I think they will charge you 10% or something. It's compared to the tax I pay in Norway, it's nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think they changed the ruling, I believe this year, to 10%. But 10%, I'm not sure, I'm not that familiar with Norway, but I know that everything in Scandinavia is heavily taxed.
Yes, very heavily taxed.
I mean, it's about,
sort of like about 35% tax, something like that.
Yeah. And here in the Netherlands, it's they go up to 50%. But the regular people, they normally pay 42% in that bracket. But it's still
about the same in Norway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so 10% is good, right?
Yeah.
My question actually is, but they will charge you 10% for the first 10 years. So after these 10 years, you have any idea what they will be charging you?
No. And the thing is, it seems like things change every year. There seems to be some new requirements or new measures being brought in. So I don't know. I'll just have to wait and see.
Well, there's a good chance, most probably you have already applied for that visa, that they still put you under the old previous rule.
Yeah. No, I haven't applied yet because I'm still traveling with my Norwegian residence card.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. But still 10% is not bad, right?
Yeah,
so
no, I don't think it's too bad at all.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so so June you will be moving. So that's already fast as well. I mean, it's already Christmas. This year, 2020, has been a weird year, right?
Very weird. It's been strange.
It's like it's gone by so quickly, and it happens. It's Chinese New Year, then the pandemic, then the COVID in China, and then it was in Europe. And here in the supermarkets, we can already find the Christmas chocolates in the supermarkets.
I'm sure they'll come. In Norway, they have those like marzipan pigs. That's the big thing they bring out for Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay, so June you will be going there. During the next holidays, you will be flying into Portugal, and you will be already constructing and working on the house, so that in June.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that I might be able to, in one of the visits during the holidays, that I might be able to get like a roofing contractor or someone that can do that while I'm still in Norway.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So really, if you know of anybody that is happy to go and camp on the farm and just sit there and watch people put a roof on, then they can just supervise.
Okay, that might be a good holiday. Yeah. So stay on the farm and have an ice cold beer in your hand while overlooking some work crew. That sounds.
That's it.
Oh. So in June you will be moving in. So you have any plans on revitalizing the soil, and what's your plan on?
Yeah, so I've been looking a lot into the whole thing of the permaculture and the silviculture and all of that.
Yeah.
And so there are trees. There's a whole lot of trees on the farm. So I want to look at creating pasture between the trees, and because I want to get those kuni pigs, they graze, and I want to get some milk goats as well, a herd of dairy goats.
Okay.
So then I'd be able to have the livestock grazing between the trees on the pasture. That's the concept of silver pasture.
Okay.
And then with the whole permaculture sort of thing, is like I'm looking at what pastures and forage to be able to plant that's going to be able to revitalize the soil and will be good for the soil, and where to create like a food forest, where you have your canopy trees and then the lower ones and the shrubs, and so that's what I'm spending a lot of time researching. Every time I do research and I find another name of a seed, I buy another packet of seeds. It's just like a fortune having seeds shipped to me from the UK or wherever. Yeah.
Did you already speak with a lady who was actually in your area as well? What's her name? Wendy Howard, who was on a farm as well, and teaching groups of people on permaculture.
Yeah, no, I haven't spoken to anybody.
I will send you her link. She actually relocated more, I think, that 10 years ago with her family as well to Portugal, and started working on a farm just like yourself. And over the years, she had a lot of success, and she's now teaching people as well on the whole permaculture.
I don't know, that'll be good. I'd appreciate. Because the good thing is, like, the farm has got an olive grove as well, and the old couple who owned the farm, they had, like, every year they just picked the olives and they trimmed the olives trees to make sure that they would have a good harvest the next year, and that's all they've done. So for 50 years there's been no plowing or anything, nothing's been planted, so it's almost like virgin soil again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's a very nice and interesting lady. I was very fortunate to speak with her, and I do believe she's in your area. She's not far away, so I will send you her link.
Oh, thank you.
And I can only recommend to reach out to her. Did you look by any chance as well at the documentary My Little Big Farm?
No.
Okay. You should definitely look into that as well. That's a documentary about two people who always had a dream moving into a farm. They were living in an apartment somewhere in LA, I believe. Maybe I'm butchering that. I'm not even sure, but I believe it was LA. And they at one point basically bought as well an old farm, and very interesting documentary, and you see over the years during that documentary what they have established. Very interesting. So I will send you that as well. I really recommend that documentary.
Oh no, Dave, that sounds interesting. And I follow Leah and Martin as well on our homestead.
Yeah, she's pregnant now, right? So
I went to visit them when I was in Portugal.
Yeah.
I interviewed her as well. They're lovely people.
Yeah. I follow their channel as well. I like them as well. They are from the Netherlands. I actually reached out to them, and I would love to speak with them, but I think they were busy. They had some family members over and all that stuff. So, and now she's pregnant. So let's see. Yeah, but they are very nice, and I like them as well. That channel was really really nice as well. And it's when you watch that content, I mean, it's so sort of, I don't want to say simple, right? But you it is in a sense, right? You escape the rat race, you know, the life you are living there, working 24/7 and having a young family and purchase a little farm, a little plot of land, and have a what's the name, the tent, the
Oh, I know what it. Why have I forgotten the name? A yurt.
a yurt. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you put a yurt on it, and then just you go from there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They lived in a camper van for a couple
For a while.
for a while, yeah, and yeah, a lot of respect, and
They work so hard. I mean, it's
yeah,
unbelievable.
yeah.
Even the little one works hard. Book.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, Kirk. Yeah. My sister, her daughter, she has a similar name. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, very nice. And they are in your area as well, isn't it?
Yes, they're not that far away.
Okay, so that's good. Yeah, so you will be babysitting soon then, I guess.
Oh, I would. I wouldn't mind at all.
Yeah, they have a very nice channel. I'm following Our Rich Journey as well. Maybe you.
Yes, I see them as well, and there's quite a few that I follow. The Lisbon Diaries.
That one I don't know. Yeah, that one I don't know.
Yeah, they came over from America to Lisbon, and it's also, she gives good advice and that on her channel as well.
Oh, okay. I will check them out. So you've been traveling quite some time now within Portugal, right? You've been in the Silver Coast and I guess you've
yes, like the summer after I bought the farm, I spent 3 weeks traveling around in Portugal, and before that, 2 years before, I had sorry, I had traveled in Portugal as well. I went to where did I go? I went to Tavera, I went to Portimao, I went to Lisbon, and then I was up at Aveira.
Okay. Do you have any special place you prefer? Any big city? I mean, you've been in Coimbra as well, I know.
Yeah, no, I liked Coimbra.
Yeah.
I have to say this, I really like Tavera. I wasn't wild about Portimao that time. Aveira is nice as well. And then this summer now, I really like that Algesur area.
Oh yeah.
Really nice in Lagos. It was also,
That's in the south, right? In the Algarve.
Yeah, in the Algarve area. But that Algesur area, the beaches, stunning.
Yeah.
And there weren't so many. There's not as many tourists in that area as there is in like Faro and the other places.
Yeah. We were in contact because they have an international school as well. But they don't have any open spaces available.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So they are quite full. So you've been in Nazaré as well?
No, I haven't been there.
Okay. So how long did it take for you to actually buy the farm? How many properties did you look?
I looked at a total of probably about, how many properties? It was over 20 properties I looked at.
And what was it on this particular property that you?
Do you know, as they came to like the top of the rise, and they parked the car next to these like big pine trees, and you like look down into this valley, and I could see that stone cottage down below. And then there's like these big boulders and that around. I sort of fell in love straight away, and I thought, oh, that looks absolutely stunning.
Oh yeah.
And I had been, a lot of the farms that in fact, most of the farms that they'd shown me had, like big, like decent, like vineyards, for a small property, like quite a decent sized vineyard and lots of fruit trees. And some of them had like really well established vegetable gardens and all of that. And some of the viewers to my channel were saying, oh, you go for that, look at everything's there ready. And having grown up on a farm, and my own father had a wine farm, so I know how much work that is.
Yeah.
So whereas now, like I can sit, if I don't want to plant lots of vegetables, I don't have to. If you've already got it established, the amount of work in keeping it going and weeding everything, and
Yeah.
it's a lot.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
For one person, it's backbreaking work.
Yeah.
Like looking after the animals and whatever, it's a little bit different.
Do you have any big plans as well on solar and
Yes, so I'm definitely wanting to be completely off grid, and so I've been looking at. I want to get solar and also like to also get, like, you get those like little solar pumps and whatever, because there's 2 wells on the farm that I can then use the water from there as well.
So if you buy a farm, especially in Portugal, water is a big thing, right? So you have 2 wells,
and they're both spring fed. So as the water comes out, it like fills up again, which is good.
Okay. So what about the summer months? Are they providing you with water then?
Well, when I was there now in summer, I mean, both wells had water.
Okay.
So and I was there in the middle of summer, and they both had water.
Yeah.
And I think that the actual the Portuguese name on the for the property on the documentation that I've got, like the registration, it means like place of the river or place of the water or something like that. And I think because there's a lot of the granite stone and granite boulders and that over there, these big granite rocks. So I think that the farm is actually on this granite plate, and the water is underground water. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That might be a good one.
Yeah.
That might be good. So water will not be an issue. You have power by sun. So that's good.
And everywhere there's a good Wi-Fi. I mean, I managed to pick up really strong Wi-Fi on my phone just from
government. Is it a government supplied Wi-Fi signal you receive?
I'm not too sure. It was just on my iPhone.
Oh yeah.
I just using my normal Norwegian Telia thingy or whatever it connected in Portugal, and the Wi-Fi was strong and fast on the farm. So it was
maybe your neighbors. Maybe it was your neighbors.
Could be.
What happened with the vineyard from your dad? Is that still within the family? The farm?
No, my father's unfortunately passed away, and but he had sold the farm when he had like some bad heart attacks.
Okay. That's unfortunate, but I guess having your upbringing on a farm, that must have been amazing experiences as well for you.
Yes, no, I really enjoyed it. I used to have we used to breed racehorses as well.
Oh wow!
I had my own herd of the Saanen milk goats. So I used to breed goats. So I'm quite used to that. And we also had the broiler chickens. So I'm quite a chicken expert.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good. So you can help some other farmers in your areas, maybe with the chickens and the goats.
Yes.
No, hey,
that's
so going back to your YouTube channel. So what made you decide to actually start the YouTube channel?
I actually started this YouTube channel way back in 2010.
Okay.
And because I write books as well. So I started the channel because I was going to market my books. But I think I only ever posted like one video or something, and then I just left it for many years. Occasionally I would post something, and then last year, February, I decided to like really revitalize the channel, and because I was doing quite a bit of traveling, so I thought I'd like focus on traveling in lots of the places I'd been to, and then I've sort of like zeroed in on Portugal and my Portuguese journey.
Yeah.
But I will still, as I travel to other places, I will still make other travel videos as well.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It's been since really last year, February, that I've actually started taking the channel seriously and making regular content for it.
Yeah. And with success, people are finding you. How is that to interact with the people who know you, who have been following your channel? Is it a fun thing for you to interact?
Yes, I'm actually I'm quite enjoying it, and I have sort of like interviewed other people as well who've followed me on my channel, and I mean, you learn from everybody. Life is a learning journey, and it's like if I can find out things and do research which can help other people, then I will share it, and then I can then in turn learn from them as well. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's that's the beautiful thing, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I really enjoy your videos, especially if you are as well on your own journey, considering or planning the move into Portugal. Then following your channel definitely helps preparing. You learn a lot, and so it's really appreciated your content. So thank you for that. Did you consider another country as well? Did you consider Spain moving into, or maybe the east?
Yeah, I looked at Costa Rica.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think they are on the #1 list, right? For the
I looked at Costa Rica, and I actually visited Costa Rica last year, and I liked it a lot, but I think it's definitely not the third safest country in the world.
No.
And also, I think the cost of living used to be cheap there, but the prices are going up because other people have discovered Costa Rica.
Yeah.
So I think as well that as more and more people now discover Portugal as an option, I think the prices might start going up. So my advice is for people who are interested, get in early.
Yeah, exactly. And it depends as well where they move into as well, isn't it? I mean, I guess the Lisbon area is already not the cheapest anymore, but you're in the central area, so might be still good for the next decade or so.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, I was very interested speaking with you, Cindy. I know I have to let you go in 9 minutes. So
well, my friend has just notified me to tell me he's downstairs waiting. So.
Yeah. I know you have to leave at 4 p.m. So yeah, thanks again. thanks for taking the time, and thank you for posting your content. That's really appreciated. And hopefully we will meet in person.
I hope so. I hope so.
When I'm in Portugal, you are settled, and for sure we will find some time to catch up.
Yeah, you have to come up and visit the farm.
I will definitely do that. I can drop my kids there for a few days. They can play around.
Teach them some lessons.
Okay. Thank you, Cindy. Thanks again. And
thanks a lot, Bob.
Sunday. All righty. Bye.
Bye.